Alright, hi guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to play Silhouette by the Backseat Lovers. I know it took me a while to kind of finally make this video, but yeah, here you go. So it starts off with your index finger and your ring finger playing this kind of picking pattern at the beginning. What you'll do is have your index finger on the 4th fret of the G string and your your middle finger, I'm sorry, on the 4th fret of the B string. So it's gonna sound like this. So the picking pattern here, I'm going to play it slow. It goes like this. Right? And what you're going to do is slide that up to the 7th fret, the same shape, index and middle finger to the 7th, and the picking pattern goes like this. I'm going to play it one more time. Right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to slide your index finger down to the 6th fret, just 1 fret, and then your ring finger is going to stay on the 7th fret of the D string. That's how it goes, the picking pattern. So I'll play it all together. Just remember that this picking pattern, the intro, is kind of a little different, so you just got to make sure that you're hearing it out. I'm going to play it slow. I'm going to say the whole thing slow. Right, so that's the whole thing. For the picking, you're gonna do that twice, and then it's gonna go into these kind of strumming chords. You could totally pick with an actual pick. But I like to strum with just my thumb because I could control the dynamics a little more. So yeah, it starts off with this, what looks like E major 7 shape. That's what it sounds like. What we're going to be doing is only playing the first fretted notes, the first 3 fretted notes of that chord, and then leaving the bottom strings open. So it kind of creates this cool open chord. And that is the index finger on the 7th fret, ring finger on the 9th, and then your middle finger on the 8th. But you're going to be strumming it the whole way through. The cool thing about this part is that it's really just the same shape, just sliding back and forth. So it's the shape on the 7th fret, and sliding to the 10th fret, and then sliding down to the 5th fret. So that part sounds like. And then on the 3rd time, you're gonna go back to that first chord, and then you're gonna slide with these cool kind of these cool sliding chords. There's a reason why I learned this song, because it just sounded really cool to me. And basically what it is just your index finger. All you're doing is just moving it down to the E string. It's still gonna be on the 7th fret. You're just gonna, instead of playing the 7th on the A, you're gonna play the 7 on the E. And you're gonna angle it in a way where you're muting the A string. You're not gonna hear it, but you're still gonna hear the rest of the chord. These 2 fingers stay the same. All you're moving is just your index finger. So it's gonna go to the 7, to 10, to 3, to 5, and then back to the open with the index on the 7th of the A. So this is how this part sounds. Time. And then you're gonna linger on the E one more time for just 2 measures, I guess. And everything kind of like in the song, it just kind of all cuts off to where it's just the acoustic part. And what it is just gonna be this E major 7 chord and you're gonna strum the whole way through. Right? That's this on the 7th fret, and you're gonna move down to the 4th fret to play a C sharp minor 7, and then move down to the 2nd fret where you're gonna play a F sharp minor, and then stay on the 2nd to play a B7. So it's just those 4 chords kind of played it over and over, so it just sounds like this. And you play one more time. Instead of going up, you're gonna go to this E, just that open E chord, and it's gonna kind of go back and forth between an E, just a regular E chord, to this kind of E major 7 sounding chord. But for this part, you're really just gonna want to strum the heavier strings. You don't need to strum the whole way, just the lower ones. So it's going to be playing that E chord, like I said. And all you're going to do is just put your index finger on the 1st fret of the D string to make this chord. That's what it's going to sound like. That's the 1st chord. Right? So you're just going to be switching back and forth between those two. So. Right? And this is where the singing kind of comes in. You play it twice, so this is the 2nd time. This is where he sings wait. So he's wait for day. One more time. Stay for day. And this is where he changes. When he says run, you're going to go to the 2nd fret to play that F sharp minor that we played earlier. And you're going to play that B7 when he says run while you can. And again, while you're still a silhouette of a man. And you're going to go back to the E. I'm just going to kind of linger on it with that the E major 7. And what you're going to do is going to play it 6 times. This is the 2nd time. And you're going to hear it build up. He plays it, this is the 3rd time. You're hearing the drums kind of come in. This is the 4th time. And then keep going. And you're going to hear him kind of sing again a little bit more. This is the 5th time. The drums are building up a little more. You hear the guitar. And one more time. This is the 6th time. That's about it. And then it opens up. And then here, this is where you go back to those kind of the first intro strumming chords that I showed you. Where it goes on this one to the 10 to the 5. Back to the 7. And you're going to slide it up again. And then you're going to do the 2nd set where you move your index finger to the E string. And one more time. Just remember. And then on this one, you're going to linger on the E again. Stay on the E, and on this is where you're going to want to move to the 5th fret for an A kind of A major chord, a bar chord. Of course, you know the bar chord kind of goes all the way through like this, but instead we're going to play it open, where we're lifting our hand to where we're just fretting those notes and leaving the bottom 2 strings ringing. So we're going to start on the lingering part where you're lingering on the E. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the A. just move this down to the 2nd fret. And then open E. So just remember, you're just moving from the 5th fret with that open kind of A chord and the F sharp, and then to the E. So, right, and then it kind of quiets down to where you're just gonna do that E to the E major 7 part. We're just gonna do it one time. This is how it's gonna sound, and it builds up, and you're gonna go straight into these chords. Right? So I'm gonna play that one time real quick. So. It's gonna get louder. Right? And once you play that last chord on this A, on the 5th fret, you're gonna kind of just run into these power chords where it starts on the G on the 3rd fret. 3rd fret. So you're gonna slide this shape down to the 2nd fret. 2nd fret power chord. Slide it up to the 6, and then end it on the E. I know it sounds a little confusing, but we'll go ahead and kind of just play that whole ending, starting from just those lingering chords. So it's gonna be quiet. Remember to go to the sliding chords. Power chords, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 6th fret, and then open E. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, if you guys have any questions with this song, just put it in the comments. Yeah, just let me know any other songs you might want to hear me play or hear me explain. I'll do my best to get to them. Of course, right now I've just kind of been posting covers of like alternative kind of shoegaze songs. That's just the vibe I'm currently going for right now with one of my bands. We have a single out, which I'll put in the description. Hopefully y'all can check that out. And yeah, just thank y'all for listening. Hope you have a good day.